Hey, how are ya?
Hey, what's up? Hello. How was your week?
Oh, I thought we were gonna really go into
Oh,
song.
no.
Oh, okay.
Unless you wanted me to
No,
take
no,
it
I don't
away.
want to.
Take it away, Ernie.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm bumping into our new studio.
Our new studio set today.
I'm so happy that you asked me how my week was. I would love to provide an update on my home if I could.
Okay, pop off.
So if you recall from last episode, we were listening to the mouse get trapped, right?
Yes.
Okay, we thought it was one mouse. That one mouse turned into 3, which then became 4. And now we have a rodent problem on our hands. So we had a pest control company come out, and they went to the unfinished basement and the unfinished attic, and there's a whole lot of rodent activity. So you can imagine how well I've slept since the last episode.
A whole lot of poo-poos.
Whole lot of mice trap poops. And they're coming to put 26 traps down inside and 3 traps down outside. And then, a year of service after that because we have the mice. And so now I've had a pig, I've had mice, and I also, the other day in my yard, had a beaver.
Oh, don't get me started on
Which
beavers.
I took a picture of if you'd like to see. Actually, maybe it is a beaver. Maybe you could tell me what it is. Tom said it was a beaver. I kind of think it's like
I'll know.
like a mole or something. I don't know.
I'll know. Let me tell you about this.
I think the tail's too small to be a beaver.
That's a beaver. That's a dirty little beaver. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let
So
me tell you.
so we also have beavers. So we have pigs and beavers and mice. Oh my.
Do you want to know my beef with the beavers? The beaver beef?
Sure.
We had out in this yard
At Mom's house.
At Mom's house. That's where we are today. We're changing up the set today. Let us know how you like it. If you like it, we'll keep going from here. But anyway, back in that yard. Beautiful big backyard. Got married in that backyard. Used to dig up dirt in that backyard and plant apple seeds and hope that a tree would grow.
And make potions out of dirt.
Did everything in that backyard. Never had a problem with bugs.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 summers, it was so buggy that I could not even sit out there for a second. We kept seeing a beaver in the backyard. Never did I think, 1 + 1 = 2. And then I was texting my town clerk and one of my best friends.
Town clerk.
Apparently,
Pays to know the town clerk, I'll tell you.
there's a beaver problem and there's fighting about the beaver and if they can remove the beaver because there's protections for the beavers and they make dams with the water and then the still water brings the flippin' bugs.
Oh, not the flippin' bugs.
So I'm really hoping that...
You're telling me my yard's going to be buggy this summer since I saw a beaver.
Well, no, not necessarily because you might not have a beaver problem like we did.
I mean, we had a pig problem, we have a mice problem. Let's just add a beaver problem to
I'm
the
sorry.
list.
Chloe is not a problem.
Okay, Chloe is a little bit of a problem now because she hasn't come back since we filmed and you fed her. And they haven't taken the trap away and they just come and dump old food in the trap, which is probably not helping the mice problem.
Or the beaver.
Or the beaver problem.
Or the bugs.
So I love Chloe, but I'm going to need her to move on from here. And I'm going to need them to come get the trap. So come on down to Johnson Family Farm. The firm.
Belle texted me and said, there's an infestation of mice. I'm like, girl, I used to live in New York City. Infestation is a very different definition for me, but I'm so sorry about your mice problem.
Listen, to me, it's to me, 1 mouse is an infestation, let alone 4, let alone poops abound. I had to clean out our spinning cabinet because I thought, it's completely safe.
Spinning cabinet.
I was like, it's completely safe. Like, I haven't seen anything in there. And the mouse guy goes, there's a couple droppings in here. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, can you show me what a mouse dropping looks like? Because I don't know what it looks like. I thought they were Declan's ice cream sprinkles.
The mouse droppings. The guy's just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not
now
there.
I've since cleaned out the entire cabinet and I spent $100 on plastic containers because now I will never have a snack in my house again that's not in an airtight lid. Do you want to see what it looks like? It's actually really gorgeous if I can.
Yeah,
so brag.
You were loving, you were living, you were learning, and some would say the mice made your organization in your home better.
No, I mean,
so I don't want
to say that. Actually, I don't have a picture.
If you want to put the glass half full, we can post a picture.
I don't have a picture.
We'll put it on our story at readyornot.thepod on Instagram or TikTok.
Wherever you find your news. The one benefit is that my roundabout cabinet is, looking quite sickening. But other than that, I'm feeling quite sick. So,
well, hopefully after the exterminator comes,
we got the year plan, and then after that we can go month to month, and I will be going the month to month till the day I die, or I have to sell the house, unfortunately. So speaking of houses, I'd actually just like to give a shout out to my bestie Angie, who just bought a house and had her inspection yesterday. It went really well.
And a shout out to my bestie P, who just bought a house.
The besties are buying homes. Are you interviewing me? What is this?
Well, because when I put it towards you, then the audio picks up you. When you're talking.
I'm not doing that to you.
Well, when you're talking, I go like this because then if
it's very much giving Kelty Night ETV.
Well, because I don't want to sit here being like,
we could just
pull
talking
it away.
from your.
Hold it to you so that it catches you.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's buying a house but me. But honestly, look at this basement. This is my glam area. Like, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, Mom and Dad. Sorry.
Yeah, this used to be my basement, but
now it's mine.
What are you gonna do?
And now that you've asked me about my week, I'll tell you about it. I got a fabulous week.
Oh, I'm sorry. How was your week? I'm sorry. I was very wrapped up in my mice.
I've had this feels like a role reversal where you talk about you a lot and I am patiently waiting.
I thought I did a good job last week of not interrupting.
No, I'm not talking about interrupting. I'm talking about like being conceited. Like usually I start out with my week.
Oh, okay. What a backwards compliment.
Yeah, well, it was really more of a dig at myself, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, great week that I had. I was really feeling myself. Got up, I went to the gym a few times. I put some fake tan on my face. I fixed my tattoo.
And who, out of curiosity, designed that tattoo for you?
So here's the tattoo story, because it's actually very interesting. We'll tell the story for the Ready girls out there, the listeners. So
I love that.
I know. I want.
Was that on the spot, Johnny? On the spot?
No, I want to act like I'm thinking of it off the dome, but I didn't. Like,
okay.
I've been thinking about like what we were gonna call our peeps.
Oh, and they're obviously the Ready girls.
Yeah, and I don't want to say fans because like they're not our fans; they're our friends.
Oh, by the way, if your fan's not your friend, and vice versa, good riddance.
Yeah, fake friendship. So the Ready girls, hey, what's up? Let us know if you like it or if you have better ideas. Anyway, for the Ready girls, I have a few tattoos. This is not my first tattoo, because if this was my first tattoo, that'd be kind of crazy. But one of my dear friends, who's now married with a baby, so this was years ago at this point, which is crazy how time flies, was dating this man on Hinge, covered head to toe in tattoos. And they're like, he does tattoos. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's a tattoo artist. So he was throwing a little tattoo party at Andy's. He was going to give everyone tattoos at a discount. I love a discount. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, Belle, what should I get? Belle designs this beautiful tattoo for me.
We'll put it at the pod, Ready or Not the pod.
Yeah, Ready or Not the pod. And I actually can show you before and after. I'll show it on my iPad. I don't know how good it will come up, but we'll show it just in case.
Yeah, wipe your screen.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So I get this done. It wasn't bad. Like, it looked good until the man pulls out Bath and Body Works soap.
Now, I'm not a tattoo girly as much as you would look at me and think that I am. What's the problem with that? It's an open wound, so you shouldn't.
So
put
when
that
you
on
get a tattoo, it literally cuts your skin. It's just
it's needles.
Needles going in your skin. So to use I would say flavored, but it's not flavored, it's scented. To use a scented soap to clean a wound, that would be like if you called an ambulance because you cut your arm open and they put a Bath and Body Works soap on it instead of like an antiseptic.
like a sterile.
Yeah. So that was when I was like,
Tisk, dear.
I'm like, But at this point,
It's too late.
it's too late. I already got the tattoo, and it wasn't bad. Like I said, he did one on Kaylee. He did tattoos on Kylie. They weren't bad. At an untrained eye. Now, all of my tattoos have healed fairly quickly. You have the 3-day where you keep the plastic on, you don't wash it, you can see the blood and like the goop in there, which is what I have now, which is why I have to show you a picture versus the real tattoo. And then take it off, and you put some Aquaphor tattoo butter, like some treatment on it for a little bit, and you don't put it in the sun. Da 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 boo bop. Usually my tattoos.
Da 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 boo bop.
Da 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 boo bop.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Usually my at Ready or Not the pod. Usually my tattoos clear up in a week and a half. This took 3 weeks to clear. It was red. It was painful. And of course, I can't say anything because my mom hates tattoos to begin with. So does my dad. So they would have been like, oh, you dumbass. You go and get this tattoo in this back alley, Sally. I get, look at what you have. You learn your lesson later.
What's that going to look like when you're old?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't like my body naked now. Okay, so I don't really care if I have it old with the tattoos because I'm not going to like it then. Anyway, so I text Kaylee, who also got tattoos from this man, also a tattoo girl. Kaylee, my hairdresser and friend. Shout out Kaylee. Hers is also red. She goes, well, yeah, I mean, we should have known letting a guy who works at Jiffy Lube give us tattoos.
Not the Jiffy Lube.
I was like, Jiffy Lube? Excuse me? I thought this man was a tattoo artist. I was told that this man was a tattoo artist. Let me just, hey, do you want to come over and get a tattoo from the guy I'm dating from Hinge? He works at Jiffy Lube, but he does tattoos. My response would have been very different from, hey, my boyfriend does tattoos. Do you want to come get a tattoo at a discount? He's doing a tattoo party. Like,
It's all about the messaging, kids.
holy schmoly. I never would. Of course, no wonder my tattoo was being cleaned with Bath and Body Works. But regardless, it healed. It was fine. It wasn't infected. But I went to get it done by my tattoo artist, now Maria. I will put her in the notes. She's amazing. Her booking is closed right now, but it's because she's fabulous and amazing, and they open up. So, like, keep on track with her. When she was doing it, she was like...
And she does fine line, correct?
Fine line. She does so good. I have a few tattoos from her, and she's like, we've been talking about fixing this for years. And I'm like, I know. When she started going in there, she was like, I just told her, do whatever. I want to keep the 222 for my sister's design. Just do whatever. And as she went in there, she was like, this lining is so uneven. It's so bad. I can't even do a stencil on it. So I was like, oh, damn. But this is the before. Okay.
And I just want to say my art was good. So
yeah.
don't
And
let this
I will
man
say
fool
to
you.
this man, I'm sorry. This is why you can't really see. Oh, there you go. Because of the lighting. It's not bad. This man should invest in himself. He should get his tattoo license and he should get tattooing and get to teaching. Because it's not bad.
Get to stepping.
It's not bad. This is the fixed. So much better. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Any nudes in there?
No, not nudes.
Correct.
No, I'm not cool anymore.
That would get us a lot of views if your titties
Yeah.
were in there.
So much better, okay? And we'll post this on our story too at readyornot.thepod on Instagram and TikTok. So
Doing a lot
much
of
better.
self-promotion today.
You know what? I'm a shameless plugging kind of gal, okay? But yeah, so much better. Anyway, vet your tattoo people. If your friend is dating someone from Hinge who says he's a tattoo artist, probably works at Jiffy Lube. And you know what? She was done with him very shortly after that. And
Yeah,
thank
probably
God.
because he was a liar.
Thank God. Yeah, literally an exaggerator.
Yeah, probably because he's a liar. But anyway, I would love to dive into the stories if
Yeah,
you are
speaking-
perhaps prepared. Speaking of liars.
Speaking of liars and exaggerators, I have 2 fun questions for you off the bat.
Oh, okay.
Which are kind of like will lead us into our stories.
Okay.
Because I'm just really into this.
Okay.
So in the year 2026.
Is this a question that's going to make me throw up?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
In the year 2026, it's like bad to say KILL. So we're going to say eliminate. Because we're like woke. Okay. F, marry, eliminate.
Okay.
West from Summer House,
Okay.
Tom Sandoval, and Jax. And I will answer too. If you want me to go first, I'll go first. If you want to go first,
I
you go
fear
first.
we're eliminating Jax off the rip. Like, I can't. He's out of here. Sorry to this man. And it's kiss, marry, or
No,
or
it's F, marry, eliminate.
It's okay.
Where's woke? We're not that woke. Should you
Okay.
kiss?
I think I would honestly, like, unfortunately, I think I would have to marry West because of the unknown. I haven't met him on Summer House yet because I'm not that far along. But also, I just feel like I'm married. I don't have to touch you. I don't have to look at you.
Just ask Amanda.
Yeah, just ask Amanda. Actually, wait, let me amend my answer. I think I can be legally married in name and, like, not have to associate. So
You
maybe.
still have to live in a house with them and be married.
Oh, okay, then fine. I'll go with West, and then I will just have to bite the bullet. Actually, no. Let me change. I'm sorry. It's really hard for me to say anything nice about Tom Sandoval. I will eliminate Tom Sandoval. I'll bite the bullet with Jax if he wraps it up several times because I don't want to get a disease.
You're eliminating. Okay.
And then I will marry West.
All right,
I was gonna say F Tom Sandoval, and then I thought about it, and it made me a little queasy. And I at least with Jax, I could maybe stomach it.
Okay, so marry West.
Yeah.
Eliminate Tom Sandoval.
Yeah,
And F Jax.
if I had to.
So our answers were similar until you changed it.
Oh, okay.
And now here is what I'm going to give you.
think you could F Tom Sandoval?
Well, let me get into it. Let me just give you a little warning, trigger warning with your ears. This might be, I'm going to try to keep this high level crass. Not get
Okay. Good luck.
So first of all,
a family show.
we're eliminating Jax. I'm sorry. Jax is physically abusive. He's mentally abusive. He's
Correct, but
bi.
so is Sandoval, I feel.
Sandoval, I've never heard about him being physically abusive.
Well, that's because he's the size of a small child.
Well, so I can take a small child.
Okay.
Okay? Can't take Jax. So Jax, see ya. You're out of here. Also, Jax makes fake accounts to bully Brittany. Like, thanks for the engagement, I guess, but I don't need that. Okay. I am going to a one and done quick with Tom Sandoval. Okay. There was a whole season where Ariana didn't like him going downtown to her cookie and ordering a cookie, and that's all he wanted to do. And I personally love when someone orders my cookies. I'm like, okay, we'll do that one time. Okay, bye. He's a giver. That's what we know. So
You want that little rodent face with his blonde streak and side bangs anywhere near your downstairs, your undercarriage?
Listen, close your eyes and think of somebody else. This isn't what you want. It's the best of the worst. You have to make decisions
right,
here.
but that's how I feel about Jax, because I feel like with Jax, like, think about how many one night stands Jax has had, and he doesn't torment those people.
But there's a
like, he wouldn't torment me.
The same with Tom Sandoval. Think of all the one night stands Tom Sandoval has had.
Yeah, but I would have to live with myself of having Tom Sandoval anywhere near me.
I could live with myself with Tom Sandoval more because there's also lots of rumors and nastiness about Jax giving people diseases.
That's why I said he'd have to wrap it up.
Even then. Even then. And you know what's ingrained in my mind about Jax?
What?
When the rumors going on, when he's about him and Kristen.
The rumors and the
nastiness
nastiness.
about him and Kristen. And Tom is like talking about the smell of Jax's undercarriage. He's like, I can't believe you go near that. And Kristen's like, yeah, it does. I wouldn't. Like, I can't get that cheesy smell out of my brain. Like, no thanks. No thanks. And then
I guess just agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. And then I am going to marry West because I think if me and West could have an understanding where we had an open marriage, he wouldn't be as insufferable.
Right.
Because all
That's what I'm saying.
of the times where he like lies and he's deceptive is because he just wants to get his dick wet. So I feel like if we took care of that, it wouldn't be that bad. And his mom's a gynecologist. And you know,
We love free medical care for women in the year 2026.
Vagines, they're crazy. They have all these things. And sometimes it's like, I just need an antibiotic. Like I don't need to go to the gynecologist and pay and all these things for you to tell me that I have a UTI. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could call up my mother-in-law, hey, girl.
Well, sometimes you do need to go to the doctor because you could have 4 going on 5 in 3 months.
I'm saying, like, just like I could call her at any moment. He has more redeeming qualities. And as annoying as he is, I'll give him this. We're aligned politically. He doesn't like ICE. He's like, fuck ICE, those kinds of things. And like Jax, no thanks.
Okay.
Tom, don't really know what his real beef is because
Well, now I'm scared for the next question if you had 2 because that one was horrid.
Well, so that was horrid, but the next question might be harder.
Okay.
This is F, marry, eliminate, but instead of those 3, you're going to choose who you would pick as a best friend, a boss, and a roommate.
With the same 3?
No.
Oh.
New 3. Amanda Batula, Raquel Levisk, Rachel Levisk, or Brandy Glanville from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
And what are my options?
Your BFF, your boss, or your roommate.
BFF Brandy. Like, she's fun. Like, she's nuts, but she's kind of fun. Like, I remember her being in, like, her early days. Like, I could fuck with Brandy as a BFF. And the other 2, snakes. Can't trust them. So you can't have them as your friends.
I'm going to lock in with Brandy as my best friend.
She's honest.
Too, and she's loyal.
And
like,
she's
if you're loyal
fiercely.
to Brandy, she's loyal to you.
Exactly. So I'm going to go Brandy best friend. What are my other 2 options?
Boss and roommate.
Boss, I'm going to go with Raquel because she's dumb. So, like, she's not really going to be, my life's not going to be that hard. And I think I guess I would go roommate with Amanda Batula because she does, for all her faults, she does have a good fashion sense. So I would have access to a nice closet.
Okay, so I'm going to go flip-flops. I would choose Amanda as my boss because one of the things that really makes me sad about this whole summer house thing is that this all stems from a lack of confidence with her because all the things that Paige and Sierra did say to her in that Old Navy thing, which you have not got to yet, but they go to Old Navy. It's like definitely a paid ad, but they're telling her, you started Loverboy
and good
you
for you,
did all
Old
the
Navy.
creatives. Like, you have so much coolness about you, but you just don't know how to use it. And I feel like I could work for her and easily deal with that. And she does have some talent and you could go places, and she's a little lazy. So you might be able to persuade. Whereas Raquel, I see what you're saying, but all I can think of is Raquel doing something super detrimental to the business because somebody else takes advantage of her, and then that comes down on you.
Yeah, but then you just get a new job. Like, jobs aren't forever.
That's true, but I just feel like my wallet could have a better chance with Amanda Batula as much as I don't
that's fair.
love her.
I just couldn't stomach living with Raquel. Like, what would we do? Play with bowls all day? And
so I wouldn't like living with Raquel either, but I just can shut my door.
Also, like,
and she's
I
easier to
can't borrow
control.
Raquel's clothes. She's too skinny. Like, I can't borrow Amanda Batula's
clothes
I don't know if
either.
I could borrow. Well, maybe like 20, 30 more pounds from now, I could borrow Amanda Batula's clothes. But like,
Well, she does. All she wears is big, oversized men's clothes.
that's what I'm saying. Good closet.
But I think I could just shut my door with Raquel, and she'd be easily manipulated. So that's why I would do that.
Well, that was
So
that was
BFF
a traumatic
Brandy.
quiz we just took there.
Yeah, traumatic. So for you, BFF Brandy, boss Raquel, roommate Amanda. For me, BFF Brandy, boss Amanda, roommate Raquel.
Okay.
That can lead us into our first story.
Okay,
Our
fabulous.
first
Let's get into it.
legit story. Another deleted audio has come out. A few.
And let me just say, the brass balls Amanda Batula suddenly found when she started dating Wes must be huge.
No, she literally can't walk with the size of her balls
They're
now.
clicking and clacking.
It's insane. The fact that you're yelling at Sierra and saying, if you could just listen and this and that. I'm sorry. But what's even more appalling, even more upsetting, I hate how bad she's making me feel for Kyle because in the deleted audio, Bailey says, you literally came into the restaurant and started making out with Kyle and it was intimate and it was like,
and
oh
she's
my
like,
God,
it was
they're gonna
just a joke. It was just a joke. It's like,
silly. It wasn't real. And which I made a TikTok about, justice for Hannah Berner because Hannah Berner, sorry, season 5 wasn't good for you. I love you. Wasn't a good season. I think you know that. I think you probably would make fun of yourself now watching back.
well, that's because she's self-aware now.
Yeah, that whole reunion, you were trying to blame it on everything being a joke because you're a comedian. It was a joke. Da da da.
Everyone. Not everything's a joke.
Not
Hannah.
everything's a joke. But Amanda led the charge of it's not a joke. It's not a joke. So now on the flip side, everything's a joke to you. You kissing your ex-husband who you're separated from, trying to figure things out, is silly and a joke. Barth.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see more when it all comes out, but someone made a TikTok and her call was saying whoever leaked those audios did it because they knew that they were going to try to give Amanda a strong edit because they need Amanda for the city and they need the city to be successful because they've already invested money and time into it. I think what has happened here is this person was releasing audios because when this reunion came out, it was going to be edited that Sierra was being aggressive or Sierra was being this, which one, with what Sierra's going through on its face alone, race excluded, shitty thing to do. Knowing that Sierra is a woman of color and that she already deals with so many microaggressions and she deals with so many people already not being able to say that she's not aggressive or say that she can't stand up for herself and her not feeling like she can stand up for herself successfully because of those microaggressions, for there to be any thought that Bravo is going to edit her in that way makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm speaking directly to you now, Mr. Cohen and your team. team. If Bravo has anything, any shred of integrity left, they will not edit that reunion that way if that's what they're planning on doing, especially now.
I personally don't think they were going to edit to make Sierra the villain.
Not the villain, but make Amanda look better.
I think they were going to try to make Amanda look better.
But the only way you can make Amanda look better is by making Sierra look bad, or worse than she would have, or mean, or aggressive, or coming for Amanda.
I think they're not even thinking about your point, which is awful.
That's what I'm saying.
I think all they're thinking about is money because she's already on the city. But like you're saying, terrible oversight.
Just watched the episode where Maya and Sierra talked to the house, and just made me really sad that people feel that way, and that our society makes people feel that way. And I just think if at any point Bravo was going to make Sierra feel that way during this reunion, I wouldn't be able to watch anymore.
Horrible. And that's why, like, I really truly don't think, maybe it's just my Bravo brain of loving Housewives. I can't, like, please don't do that. Please.
Yeah.
I can't handle, I've already handled enough that Vanderpump Rules got ruined. Now Summer House is getting ruined. I also can't handle you ruining the entire franchise for me by being a racist asshole. So please, Bravo, don't do it.
Well, now they're also saying that the house that they stay in every summer is not booked. Prices are down, and it's wide open for when they would be there filming. So people are thinking that the show's done.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I don't know how they could go back and do it now.
But I have a hot take about Bravo.
Okay.
And it's like an overarching thing. I think that they think they need to protect Amanda and her image because they have Amanda on the city. And they've already put so much money in the city. And I think they also thought that Ariana was going to eventually phase out, and so they needed to protect Tom to keep the show going.
Protect the women.
And here's the thing. Yes, protect the women. But here's the point that I want to make. Bravo needs to understand, in order for us to watch your show, we don't need you to keep a hero. Like, let us see Amanda and Tom Sandoval for exactly who they are. I'm still going to watch, and I'm still going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Let us see them for who they are. Also, let them phase out naturally, and then somebody else eventually will come in who we like and who actually might be a hero.
Either let them phase out or let them have their own organic comeback where they do apologize, they do fall on the sword a little bit, and it makes them more likable in the long run.
And if they don't, let us see it.
Yeah, and if they don't, let us see it. Like, that's what we like about reality TV, is like watching the downfall or watching the phoenix rise. That's the whole point.
And I get you have to produce a little, and I get you have to have storylines, but it doesn't need to be to that level.
It doesn't need to be at the detriment of somebody else.
Like, it's okay if the story doesn't go with exactly what you thought it would be.
They're saying that now the show is getting edited live time. It's like, so you can edit the show based off of how the public's perceiving it. So just let the show run its course.
Exactly.
And then if you really feel the need to produce, if people are loving Amanda, let them love Amanda and maybe edit more of Amanda into the show. If people are hating Amanda, go backwards from there. Like, there are ways to edit and post.
And I understand you can't just do your show based on what everyone's opinion is, because the opinions change, they ebb and flow, they're different. But let it play out naturally. Vanderpump Rules, you're overstepping of trying to fix Tom's image, ruin the show. If they had went in and did Vanderpump Rules and let it be the organic girl club, we would still have Vanderpump Rules today.
Well, the other thing about it too is, like, we always hear people talking about reality TV and how much they love the old school reality TV and that old school formula. The old school formula, there was production and there was people egging people on, but we as the viewer were not as intelligent then. Now, with all the reality TV that's come out in the world, viewers are much more intelligent. We are able to catch on to the overproduction much, much faster. So if you don't pull back on that and let it be organic, we can see that it's fake like that. And we don't want to watch fake. I would rather watch a show that I know is real. For example, I would rather watch a show like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives that I know these girls are nuts. They're off their rocker. Sometimes I'm going to see things that I don't agree with. It's going to be crazy. And yeah, it might be produced a little bit, but it's not going to be, they didn't go and back to me and like make Demi this person and like throw their weight behind Demi and all these things. Like, now people are starting to pull away from Secret Lives because they're starting to overproduce and they're starting to pull Taylor out of it and they're starting to do all these things. So it's like, that's where you're going to lose viewers. You have to be more organic because we are much smarter as a society because we've watched reality TV for so long. It's not like Jersey Shore season 1 where we were like, what the hell is going on? And we loved it.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion. Okay, I'm going to say that. I think Bravo is getting in their head of, oh my God, so many people hate Amanda and they're saying they don't want to see Amanda on their screen, that if we don't save Amanda, we don't save the show. And the thing is, I don't believe in cancel culture so strongly in that way in reality TV. There are definitely times where reality TV stars should not be on the show and are doing terrible things, have terrible views, like they should not be there. Amanda, Wes and Amanda getting together and betraying Sierra, morally horrible. I think it's disgusting. Is it something that she should be canceled for? No. People say, oh, I never liked Amanda. I hated Amanda. We don't want to watch her. We don't want to watch her. But look how much people are now tuning in and going. They're going to still watch the show if you keep Amanda on it. Let it play out.
Yeah.
That's how I think.
I think they have to let things play out. I think they have to kind of do their thing. And I think the overproduction will at some point be the downfall of reality TV. I really do.
100%.
Yeah.
You brought up a fabulous show, Jersey Shore.
Yeah. By the way, amazing show. He's in the news.
I know. I'm going to skip the order.
Is that a story?
Yeah, I'm going to skip the order.
I love a little bounce.
I'm going to skip the order and go ahead and move into Jersey Shore just because you brought it up.
Listen, I love an organic transition.
You know who's a perfect example of somebody who just continuously F's up, but they just keep them and eventually people love them again? Ronnie.
Oh, I was going to say Mike the Situation Sorrentino.
Oh, no. No. And I'll tell you why. Because Mike the Situation put in the work and really changed himself and really did the damn thing, much like Carl.
I think Carl, I think Mike are the examples of what I'm trying to say, where it's like,
yes.
You can let them phase out on their own and let them keep effing up and being a TV, or they can be the phoenix that rises like a Carl, like a Mike.
Exactly. Yes. I thought you were going to say something else when I was about to really, really go back.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you something about me.
Listen, if there's one thing about me, I'm loving Carl.
Yeah. No, I thought you were going to say something about Ronnie. And let me tell you, I am such a Jersey Shore fan. I have all of the seasons unedited on DVD.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Does that mean that you have the Snooki Punch on
yes,
DVD?
It's all
edited
there.
Out of everything.
It's all there. It's all there. And you know what I've said since day one? I'm keeping this because one, I love it. And
one
two,
day it'll be worth
it's going to be worth something. So, not that it's like, oh my God, I'm making money off Snooki Get Punched. That's not what I mean. There's other things in there.
MTV did.
Other things
MTV did.
True. I just have to say, since day one, even when my frontal lobe was underdeveloped, I never liked Ronnie. And you know what? I stood there in high school when everyone was like, Sammy's insufferable, Sammy's this, Sammy's that. And I was like, shut up about Sammy. Sammy is being mentally abused. He's treating Sammy terribly. Always rode for her. So
I was always a Paulie girl.
I thought you were going to say something about. I thought you were going to say something about Ronnie being a phoenix from the ashes, and I was like, no.
No, Ronnie is absolutely not a phoenix from the ashes. Ronnie is the ashes, and he should maybe stay there for a little while until he can get himself in check.
And I'm so mad because he's obviously coming to interviews. The story is of the week. He's coming to interviews. He's clearly on something. Allegedly, clearly on something. Okay, gotta protect ourselves. I personally think it's pills, or H rhymes with Szechuan. Okay.
And what is Szechuan?
It rhymes with Szechuan. It begins with an H.
No, I'm asking you what word is Szechuan.
No idea.
Okay, you just made it up?
Yep. It could be something. I don't know. Who knows? Look it up. Merriam-Webster dictionary. Where's Jackie Goldstein from Real Housewives of New Jersey? Look it up. But I have some experience because I have dated people in the past like Ronnie. I can see what it looks like. Okay, it's one of those two things. And instead of people being like, Ronnie, what's going on here? Ronnie, and holding Ronnie accountable, everyone's attacking Mike, the sober king. Mike,
like, why aren't you
helping him? Mike, why aren't you doing anything? Mike, and I'm just so over. I don't know what it is about Ronnie. When Ronnie was doing that to Sam was insufferable. Sam was the problem. And then he started dating Jen and having all the issues with Jen. It was like, oh, Ronnie's finally met his match. She's just as crazy as him. She eggs it out of him. She's egging him on. And now here we are. He's showing up to interviews, blasted out of his mind. And instead of being like, Ronnie, what's going on? Everyone's on Mike and saying, Mike, what are you doing?
Well, you're also saying everyone. Like, I guarantee you 90% of the comments that are saying that are probably women, because women hate other women and they love toxic men.
Yeah, I haven't read the gender, but you're not wrong there. However, Mike is in the comments defending himself, and
which you shouldn't have to do.
It's like, baby, don't worry, baby. You don't have to do that, okay?
Also, like,
you could pay for him to go to a facility for a year, the best one that money has to buy. He could give him nothing to worry about, pay all his bills, do everything, and Ronnie could still come out and relapse, and it still wouldn't be Mike's fault.
Well, the thing is, people are going after Mike and asking what Mike's doing to help. Nobody can help Ronnie except Ronnie. So if Ronnie's not going to do it, then it can't be anybody else's fault. I thought it was extremely hit-inducing to watch that video of him like this. Like, you can tell that the cameraman caught on because the shot is zoomed out. You can see multiple people on the couch and Dina's talking, who's sitting right in front of him, and then you start to see Ronnie doze off like this, and the camera immediately zooms in on Dina and cuts Ronnie out. Shin definitely could see it. So it's like, at what point is it production's responsibility to step in and not platform this person? Like, there's a million people who you could come at before you come at Mike, who's only doing what he knows best to do. Like, you can't force your friends to get help.
That's the tough thing with reality TV, because it's like, if you go back and look at Jersey Shore, Teen Mom, all these things, that's a big argument where people say, why didn't production step in?
Well, Teen Mom especially, like with Janelle and Kiefer.
Yeah, and people will say, why didn't production step in? And there's this whole clause about how it's technically like a documentary style thing where you don't set, so there's a lot of.
Well, that's what they said about America's Next Top Model too, with Shandy.
There's a lot of, that's a whole nother thing. Oh, Declan is screaming.
Did you just hear my kid screaming?
Declan is screaming.
We have a full house today because the fish fries later on, so everyone's upstairs while we record.
But I think he's screaming because he also agrees, because that's how I feel every time I see somebody defending Ronnie. It's just,
there's one thing about my son, he has taste and strong discernment.
yeah. So there's a lot of morality with reality TV. But I also think
I'm not going to stop watching it, but I think it's like, at what point do we step in?
Yeah, I think that way reality TV. Yeah, I also think reality TV saves a lot of people. I think a Real Housewives, say what you want about it, as much damage as it has done, it saved Taylor Armstrong's life, and it's also given a lot of women in terrible marriages, whether they're being like mentally abused, and escape where they can be financially on their own. Even Mike the Situation. I think some of the Jersey Shore hype also probably caused his addiction issues. At the same time, it also helped him come out of it. You know what I mean? I think that there's
a double-edged sword.
It's a double entendre, but
that's not a double entendre. It's a double-edged sword.
But regardless, I can't. Everyone stop blaming Mike. And number 2 on the Jersey Shore front, our girl Snooki. I don't want to divulge into it too much.
Yeah, get your cookies checked.
But yeah, please get your cookies checked. She has ovarian cancer, correct?
I don't actually know. I don't want to speak because I don't know.
I think she does.
I think the story that I saw in the articles is she was not going to get her screenings, her pap smears done, and her doctor found something, I think it's cervical, not ovarian.
Oh, okay, I think you're right.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I think she said cervical.
I think you're right. Regardless,
you got to get your checks done. Yeah. You got to spread your legs and get somebody in there, scooping and scraping to figure out what's going on.
And I say that as somebody who doesn't like a good scooping and scraping.
No, I don't. Although I do have to say, if I may,
I avoid it actively, and I
just had my yearly checkup because you have to go once a year once you have a kid. I mean, you should go once a year anyway, but once you have a kid, you really got to go. And I had a pap smear that I didn't hate. I was like, oh wow, this actually didn't hurt. It didn't feel terrible. I didn't want to scream and cry and leave. And so to that I say, you need a good gyno.
I was like, I want to relax. I'm gonna go get a pap smear.
Day at the spa, pap smear.
No, but I will say I will make an appointment to go and get a checkup just because of Snooki, and I think
I'll
a lot
tell you
of
the doctor's name who I went to since we go to the same office because she was very pleasant.
Okay, let me know offline.
She warned me. She was like, my hand is cold, a little bit of pressure, gonna like do the thing, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is not as bad. Yeah. Whereas when I go to some other doctors, they're just like, oh, you're gonna get a pap smear.
No, they're great.
And I'm like, what?
They're great there.
Listen, we were talking about Taylor Swift during my cesarean section. Like, I couldn't say enough about crown obstetrics and gynecology.
Yeah, they're great there. I had a gynecologist before that was making me feel really bad. And then when I went to them, they made me feel a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I did. If you don't know me in the lore, I had 60 hours of induction failed that then became a failed epidural and then became a C-section. And I was like, you can imagine by that point, I was like really done. And we get in there and we're talking about Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour and like what songs we hope it's going to be the surprise song the next day and blah, blah, blah. And I was like living my best life. Then I lost half my blood volume. But after that, I was feeling great.
So moral of the story, get a good gynecologist and go to the gyno. And then I just wanted to say too, Snooki, like all my prayers, all my manifestations to Snooki. Like I cannot imagine a world without Snooki in it. And I do think she will be okay.
She is the voice of a generation.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to say about Snooki. And then someone on Jersey Shore who's not a voice of the generation who comes in, Angelina.
A lot of Jersey Shore news today.
I know, and guys, I cannot even talk how much about Jersey Shore. Like I've been getting the itch lately to rewatch it for comfort, and I know it's terrible. I know there's a lot of things on there that if they were out now, it would be done in a second. I'm sorry, it's part of my childhood. It gives me peace. Angelina, Zardy Little Hamster, of course, has to insert herself into Summer House, and now it was news on page 6, which this is probably old news for everyone else, but it's new news for me because I just stumbled upon it. Page 6. He slid into my DMs too, talking about Wes. It's like, girl, not right now. We've endured enough.
I don't even want to talk
Angelina
about that
Ballerina.
story. Like, I can't speak on that.
Yeah, that was my last Jersey Shore bit.
Can I just make a comment before we move on? It's Jersey Shore adjacent. I'm speaking now directly to Joey Camasta. I need a full list of your doctors, surgeons, medications, whatever you're doing, because he looks like, literally in the last maybe 6 months, he looks like he's reversed the clock and he went from being however old he is to being 28. And his hair looks amazing. amazing. His skin looks amazing. He's thin. He's always been a muscular guy. Like
He's always been a looker.
he looks incredible. And I'm speaking now directly to him. I need a list of your surgeons. And if it's not surgeons, the doctors, the nurses, the priests, the voodoo doctors, whatever it is that you're doing, I need to also do it. So please send me your notes.
Let us know what you're writing in your manifestation journals, Joey.
Yeah, that's what I need to know. Anyway, sorry, I just needed to say that in case he's watching, because like we're funny, so he might be.
Okay, I'm trying to find a good transition to the next story.
There isn't one. So
there isn't
what
one.
is the next story?
So, The Secret Life of Mormon Wives.
It's been chaotic today.
I feel crazy. Okay. The Secret Life.
Can I say something before we get into this? Can we make this one short and sweet? Because like my energy is so drained from these women. I'm happy to talk about it.
I'm not even going to explain too much about it. I'm just going to say my thoughts, and you can tell me if you agree.
I'm happy to share my thoughts. They're exhausting, these women.
Exhausted. I'm like, no, you know what? It's not these women that are exhausting. It's
burnt out.
It's Dakota that is exhausting, causing all these.
I'm burnt out on a lot of them.
Okay. All right. Well, I personally think Dakota is burning me out. So number one, Dakota, or his roommate,
which his name is Crew, by the way. What a crazy name. CRU.
People are named Apple. Crew's not that crazy.
That's very fair.
Posted or leaked another thing to TMZ. Dakota loves TMZ. It's clear that he's losing his narrative of what he thought it was going to be with Taylor, and he's trying to get it back, of Jessi. And it's supposed to be this crazy thing of how Jessi is going against Taylor, and she's defending Taylor in public, but talking shit behind her back, and
which they're all obviously doing, but okay.
Which to me, it's not even that bad. Number one, it's an old video. It's out of context. Okay, that's number one. Number two.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I listened to it. Number two, it's another manipulation tactic by Dakota to try to get Taylor all fired up again and embarrass her and humiliate her, which the judge also agrees with. Number three, she's talking more about being concerned about the kids than anything. And number four, everyone is saying, oh my gosh, the juiciest thing about this is that she's not Team Taylor behind closed doors, but she's Team Taylor out in the universe. And this is why I don't agree with that or think that is that juicy.
Well, Taylor doesn't either. Taylor commented on it.
Taylor
and said,
doesn't. And this is why I don't think that. I am a loyal friend, ride or die. If Peyton did anything like this, I would have no problem saying to her behind closed doors, yeah, this is bad. This is going to look bad. We got to figure out how to deal with this. This wasn't your best moment. I love you to death. You need help. And then in the front forward to the world, I would be riding for Peyton. I wouldn't say any of that to the world. I'd be like, yeah, this is not good for the kids, but my friend is a good fucking person. I would not be saying any of the things that I said behind closed doors to her, to the world, and throw her to the sharks. Like, she's my best friend.
But can I say something? And I think this is a piece that you're missing, and this is where I'm going to have an unpopular opinion and an opinion that probably doesn't align with you.
Not controversial.
You would never call Grant. Let's say this is the exact same situation, but it's Peyton and Grant. You would never call Grant and say, she's trying to blame it all on you, and obviously we know that's not true. You would never say that.
No, I wouldn't.
And I'm sorry. You can say what you want. This is where and I've said it before, I'll say it again. The problem I have with Jessi is that Jessi comes off as fake. I know that you're a loyal person. I know that I'm a loyal person. There is not a world, and you can disagree with me if you want. If this exact situation was happening to you, there is not a world where you are calling Grant to have this conversation. You would call Peyton's grandma. Agree. You would call Peyton's grandpa. You would call Peyton's other friends, Papa. You know what I mean? If this was me and Angie, I would be calling Christine. I would be calling Olivia. You wouldn't find me calling Curtis if this was the roles were reversed. And I have said it before about Jessi. I've said it again. My problem with Jessi is that she pushes the narrative that Demi is fake and all these people are fake. You are friends with somebody and you are concerned for them. You are not going to someone that they are claiming is abusing them and calling them to get evidence on that person, whether it's so that you can see it and feel better about the kids or not. And I'm sorry, there's no world in which you need to see a video that a child is endangered. Us watching that video, we didn't watch it because we wanted to, and it was sickening to watch that video. The other thing I'll say is the court proceedings and everything that I've seen from the court, Taylor went in there and took accountability. She said, this is what I did. I was reactive and apologized. Dakota's going in there saying, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. There's aggression and there's violence coming from both sides. However, the piece that I think was really interesting that the judge called out is that he specifically said, it seems very reactive from Taylor. You know exactly what you're doing to get Taylor to be upset. Also, all these videos that you're taking, it's not the conversation starting and then you're getting abused and then Taylor's getting reactive. These are all starting at the tail end of it when Taylor's already reactive, and you're more concerned about videotaping Taylor than you are about removing the kid from the situation. So there is no world in which Dakota is getting off scot-free. There's no world in which Taylor's getting off scot-free. However, if I was Taylor's friend, you would not find me calling Dakota to have any type of conversation with him about their kids. I would be calling Taylor's mom, Taylor's dad, Taylor's sister. There's no world in which I would call Dakota. So that is where Jessi was wrong. And I'm sorry. I understand that Taylor's fine with her now, clearly based on that comment, and they've had conversations around it, and Jessi's defending herself and whatever. Jessi said in her statement, in her video that she released after the fact, she said, I obviously got caught up, and I forget what the exact quote was, but like she basically said she got caught up in the narrative and fell victim to what was going on. There is no world in which if you are a true friend of somebody, you let a narrative that's going on about them influence how you feel about that person. There's just no way.
And I agree with you there. I think
and you also can't, sorry, I know I just cut you off. I'm trying to get better about that. The last point I'll make, there's no world in which you can say, I did this when Taylor and I weren't in a good place and we were having an argument in season 5, and you'll see that. If you are friends with somebody and you have that person's back, it doesn't matter if you're in a good place or you're in a bad place, you're not out there bad-mouthing that person. You're not.
I agree with you. And the only time where I would call, and this is what I think might have happened. I think maybe the reason why Taylor isn't mad at her, and maybe they're not saying it because it would just make Taylor look bad, is I don't think Taylor remembered what happened in that video. I think Taylor was clearly wasted in that video, and then everyone puts together the compilations of her saying things.
We do got to get you Merriam-Webster.
No, they're like, see, she's lying. Like, see, I don't think she remembers what happens in that video. I think, as we know, Dakota, very manipulative. I think he's been threatening that video for a very long time, and I think she did not know what was in that video, and I could see a world of her panicking and saying to people, I don't know what he has, he's holding this over me. And the only time I would call Dakota and placate Dakota and be like, oh yeah, is if I was trying to get the video because my friend didn't know what was in it. And I think that might be an element at play where maybe they just aren't saying it because they don't want to be like, oh, Taylor was so fucked up, she didn't know what was going on, because then that would just put more smoke on the fire. But just the way she's talking to him and the way she's like, oh, I need the video, it just makes me feel like she was trying to get that so that they could all watch it together because she didn't know what was in it. And that's just
and that's fine. But
I do agree with what you're saying,
I can't. I don't know.
I agree with what you're saying.
Watching that video of Jessi and then hearing her excuse people, Taylor and I weren't in a good place. If her and Taylor weren't in a good place, then Taylor's not in that room so that they can all watch and know what's going on.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So that's what I have to say about that, and I think I'm done. I like can't talk about it
on to the
anymore.
next.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude.
No,
I know you guys love
we're
when we talk
chaotic.
about this.
We're chaotic. We're on to the next.
It makes me sick to talk about.
We're over it. We're done with it. The last thing we'll say about it is I really like the judge being educated on domestic violence.
He also said he's going to a domestic violence course so he can better.
Yep. The
Educated
judge on domestic violence.
Yeah, I like that judge.
He's not saying Taylor is innocent, but he's very much so of this is all a reaction to what you are doing. You're doing a good job of it.
But you also can't react that way, is what he's saying.
So, and he's putting the safety of the kids first. So go judge.
Go, judge.
Okay, go judge. Now the next one I know nothing about. So you take it away, Ernie.
What's on the list? Sorry, I forget what I put.
The Mike Vrabel.
Take it away, Ernie.
Take it away, Ernie.
Oh, the Mike Vrabel thing. I just wanted to make one update because now there's more things that are coming out. So the lore now is that her husband is now with a private investigator and like releasing all these things.
A la Paige DeSorbo.
New big thing was that there was a playlist on Spotify that she made, and it was like for him for like a week when he was coaching the Titans and they had a big loss. And I just
sound bad for this man.
I just want to
playlist.
I just want to say every piece of information that's coming out about Diana Rossini, this scandal, she is a woman obsessed, and Mike Vrabel is just a man trying to get his dick wet, taking advantage of her. Because I
1,000%. And
that's the only new detail. I just thought that was crazy that now the press is talking about a playlist that she made for Mike Vrabel on Spotify, and the songs on the playlist are like.
Here's the advice to the women out there. If you are in a marriage and you're making a playlist for another man because you like him so much, get out of that marriage. But honestly, shout out to Spotify because Spotify is the
new Snapchat
Spotify
top 3
is
friends.
Where the tea is. Spotify is where I found out my tea on my ex relationship, and thank God I did, because if I didn't, I don't know where I would be today. So thank you, Spotify.
Remember when Snapchat used to do the top 3 friends and it was like
Snapchat was out.
Spotify is the new Snapchat.
But Spotify doesn't even do it as obvious. That's a thing.
That's what I'm saying. But they're gonna keep that data. Spotify, they love their data.
Those dummies, they don't think that people are going.
No, they don't
Spotify.
think nobody's looking at their Spotify. But anyway,
shout out Spotify.
So that's all I really had to say about that. I just thought that was a crazy. That
is
update.
So funny, making a playlist. Oh my God.
A playlist. And then he was seen in the airport buying a sweatshirt, and everyone's like, he's buying a gift for his wife to make up for what happened. I'm like, he's not buying his wife an airport sweatshirt. Like, that's got to be for somebody else.
And if he is, girl.
And if he is,
that couples counseling is not working.
Run.
If that's what's happening.
So anyway, that's all I had to say about that. I thought that was like a really funny, like a little bit of brevity to bring into the situation after all of our turnt stories.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my goodness.
And then I just wanted to say a little bit of Met Gala predictions.
I'm all about the Met Gala.
Since you got to play a little game at the top, I'd like to play a little game at the end. What?
Fun fact, I've actually been photographed at the Met Gala. Me and Peyton went to the Met Gala when we lived there on the streets. Horrible experience. Like, everyone's so close. You're really fighting to get. But I was standing there with Ford at one moment, and we were like sitting there, and all of a sudden this man just like looks at me and shows me a picture of me and Ford on his phone at the Met Gala, and he's like, "This is really cool. Could you like, do you see?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, not me being shot at the streets of the Met Gala with my dog. So yeah, I've been photographed with Met Gala.
Is that so? When you like are in a corporate setting and they say, "Give us your 3 fun facts," is that one of your fun facts?
You know what? I've actually never used that before, and I should.
What do you use as your fun facts? Can I ask?
Okay.
'Cause I'm a corporate girly.
Let me get it into it. Number one, Paris Hilton follows me on Twitter, which I don't even have a Twitter. I don't use it, but my account is still out there. She follows me. Number two, Kylie Jenner wished me a happy birthday, which you did because it was not even my birthday, but Belle like tagged Kylie and was like, "Can you wish my sister a happy birthday?" I did that. Lisa Barlow made a TikTok reacting to my pumpkin. That one's on there. Molly O'Connell from Southern Charm follows my Instagram.
All of them. I just wanted like your
They're all reality TV related. TMZ asked me to comment on a story. That's a fun fact I used. I posted a TikTok about Kim Zolciak Bierman once, and they messaged me, and I didn't see it till like a week later because it came to my request, and I was really sad about it. But regardless, they're all Bravo related. So I guess that one tracks that I've been photographed at the Met Gala. So if anyone from work is listening to this, don't. Because that's my fun fact.
Would you like to know mine?
Yeah.
Not as exciting as yours. Well, one of them is exciting. I have played ping pong with Gronk and Edelman.
That's exciting.
I did an internship, which do you know the lore of my internship a la Tom?
Yes.
So for those of you that don't, I had an
internship
for the Ready Girls. I had an internship that I was really excited about. I got it at a company. It was doing marketing for sports or whatever. I used to want to go into sports marketing, which pays literally dirt. So that obviously was a career that I did not pursue. But
you didn't become a women's sports. You could have ended up like Diana Rossini.
I could have been Diana Rossini. But they did an event. They do a charity event in Boston where all these like athletes come and play ping pong. And we got to go, I worked the event obviously, and Gronk and Edelman were there, and we got to like sub in, and like I got to play around a ping pong with them when one of the other athletes was in the bathroom. So that was a really cool experience. That internship was supposed to be my husband's before we even started dating, before we even bumped into each other. And they called him and they were like, "Hey, like somebody else actually took the spot. We no longer have a spot for you." And I was the one who took the spot. So invisible string. We have a lot of invisible strings. So that's one of my fun facts. My other fun fact is that Manit Chauhan and I have open DMs on Instagram because she's chatted me before. Because Tom loves Manit. Everything comes back to Tom. Tom loves Manit.
Okay, Diana. Except he's actually your husband. Goddamn.
He loves Manit Chauhan, and he went on his bachelor party in Nashville specifically to eat at Manit's restaurants. And I DM'd her and I was like, "What should my husband order at his bachelor party?" And she told me, she gave me like a full list. And so now our DMs are open. And then my third fun fact that I use is a la my sister. I say that I'm an Irish twin because we technically we're like a little bit outside of the Irish twin window, but like I think of us as Irish twins.
I have something to say, and it's a critique of you, but it's a critique of a lot of people.
Oh, okay. So now she's saying what she hates about me.
Because it's going to turn motivational, okay? This is about to be a Jay Shetty podcast, okay?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I cannot tell you the amount of times people do icebreakers at work, or my friends tell me about icebreakers at work, where people say, "I hate these. I have nothing fun. I'm not fun."
Oh, I love an icebreaker.
And then, yeah, but you just said mine aren't as fun as yours before you said yours. And then you are out
all celebrities.
Yeah, but so are you kidding me? You just talked about 2 major sports celebrities, and you talked about the Food Network celebrity. People always do that. They'll be like, "Mine aren't fun. I don't have anything," and then they drop the coolest things. It's like, people, you need to be confident in yourself. Like, I don't care. Even if your fact to somebody else is boring, but it's fun to you, embrace that shit. Like, I hate it. Because then I think, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I'm so conceited. Like, I just think I'm so cool. But it's like, you know what? No,
okay,
if you don't think you're cool, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, think you're cool with your fun facts.
So go back and post and edit me to say this. Ready?
No,
my fun facts are way better than yours. Let me tell you them.
Okay? But I'm just saying, guys, next time somebody asks you about a fun fact and your first thought is, "Oh, I have nothing, I'm not fun," you better correct that shit.
Okay, Jay Shetty, watch your back.
Met Gala predictions. Anyway.
I was like, what are we talking about? I would love to just hear from you who you think are 3 celebrities that are going to be at the Met Gala this year, because I saw an article that said that Zendaya was not going to be there this year. And if that is true, my heart is going to absolutely crack into a million pieces, because this theme this year is so Zendaya and RHOBH. Like, they would fucking smash this. And I'll be really sad if she's not there. So I wanted to know who are 3 celebrities. Maybe not that you think would be there, but like
theme for the Ready Girls?
I think it's costume art. It's living through art and fashion as it relates to costuming.
Well, even
her whole thing, which if you don't know, Zendaya's whole thing is every premiere season circuit that she does, she relates her clothing to the film and like what the film is about. So for the tennis movie, it was all very tennis-y.
Are you sure she's not going to be there?
Well, I'm not sure she's going to be there. I saw an article that said that she wasn't going to be there. So I'm saying I hope that she is going to be there.
Instead of me saying predictions, can I just say who I want to be there?
That's what I said. Whoever. Not. That's what I was going to say. It was not predictions.
Especially with
3 people you'd like to see there.
Especially with that theme. I want to see Maura Higgins.
Okay.
I want to see Paige DeSorbo.
Okay.
I want to see Lisa Rinna.
Okay.
And I want to see Sierra Miller.
Sierra Miller is going to be at the Met Gala.
Okay.
She's doing the red carpet Met Gala interview, so she will have a look on the carpet.
Yes.
She's an interviewer, so I don't know if she'll go all out.
Regardless, I hope she does.
Steps on those bitches' necks. The
Look,
people
if Madison Rae was there, why can't Sierra and Paige and Mara Higgins and Lisa Rinna be there?
Well, that was the year that YouTube had a table and or TikTok had a table.
Regardless.
The people that I would really like to see at the Met Gala are as follows. Harry Styles. I think Harry Styles is very fashionable. I think he would smash this. I think if he showed up with Zoe Kravitz on his arm, I would die.
Well, not to interrupt you, but can I say there's more people I would like to be there than just that, but that's top of
No, but that's what I'm saying. Your top 3. So my top would be Harry. I would love to see Alex Earl at the Met Gala.
I think she'll be there.
I think Alex Earl at the Met Gala, I just want to see what she brings to the table. The last person I would really like to see at this Met Gala, who I don't know that she's been there in a while, but I think she would fucking crush this theme, is Lady Gaga.
100%.
100%. And then obviously the kosher answers, like I would love to see Taylor and Travis. I love to see what the Kar-Jenner girls do, like all those things. Those are my 3 people that I think with this particular theme, I would really, really like to see on the carpet. Obviously Zendaya, but those are my 3 that I'm like, I would really like to see them. That was the first Monday in May.
You know what else I would love to see there?
Who?
That we're switching it up because we're all talking all females. Well, I guess Harry, you talked about Harry Styles, so we're doing
put some respect on Harry's name.
Mostly all females. I would love to see Machine Gun Kelly. I think he would
do good.
kill the theme. Kill it.
Yeah. He would. He probably would. I also think like the heated rivalry guys will be there. Like I just think like the Met Gala is
talking about the Met Gala next time we tape.
Yeah,
by the time this comes out, the Met Gala will already be there. So our predictions, like we might get something somewhere. But
if all 3 of my people show up, like it just goes more to the psychicness of it all.
Yeah, I really think Mara Higgins could do some amazing things.
I think everything Mara Higgins does is amazing, and I love her. I love everything about her.
Me too.
Speaking of Mara Higgins and just TV and all these things, is there anything you'd like to recap this week?
Oh, girl, I'm ready to get into the recap.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Have you watched Survivor?
No, and I'm really fucking sad about it. I'm really sad. Stop. I'm really sad about it. They asked last night. I'm
speaking now directly to my brother-in-law.
Please
Get it together.
Yeah, I will watch it. We will talk about it next week. Number 1, Summer House.
Okay. Is there more you'd like to say about Summer House?
This past episode's so annoying. It's actually making me feel bad for Kyle. I hate it. Won't be the dead horse there. Number 2, we're caught up. We're on the same part of the rewatch because I'm rewatching.
No, I'm past you now.
Yeah, but we're overlapped. I just need to know your thoughts about Steven and Rabbi because that's the one thing you have not texted me about that I'm like.
Because Sophia, let me tell you something. It doesn't warrant a text. Like it's so ridiculous.
He was so out of his league.
Lindsay's out of a lot of people's league that she's dated. Like, honestly, like except for Carl. Like I really do wish that could be a thing.
Yeah,
so,
but he's way too sensitive for her.
Totally. No, like the PowerPoint was a joke. The rose petal flower fake candle thing was a joke. Like everything he does is a joke. When he did
her first birthday thing, he's sitting there. I did so much. I put so much work in it.
I put so much effort into ordering takeout.
Okay, but yes.
No, I like can't even dignify
his PowerPoint,
that.
like, oh my god,
I can't even dignify that.
She was going through something. She was going through something. But the meat and the potatoes that I want to talk about for the TV recap: Real Houses of Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. I still haven't watched. So
Joe Ellen.
Here for the
okay,
for the
so I'm gonna spoil it. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Joe Ellen was made for TV.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I am a person that when someone says, "Can I spoil it for you?" I love a spoiler because of my anxiety is so high. Like I only watch things that I know what's happening, so I'm more likely to watch Real Houses of Rhode Island if I know what's going on. So I'm not surprised.
Okay,
so I don't mind a spoiler.
So let me get into this because Joe Ellen made for reality TV. Me and Andy were saying this is one of the best episodes of Housewives that has come out in a very long time.
Okay, as the chips crack,
as we know, Brian is cheating on Rilla, as we know. Allegedly. She says she wants to be told things if they're brought to him, whatever. They're at this horse race. He gets a call. My mother's in the hospital. Oh, she's sick. I gotta go. Very much like when Jen Shaw got the call in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That was very obvious. He leaves. They leave together. Then all of a sudden, he went somewhere else. Rula's not with him anymore. Joe Ellen gets a text from someone who knows the mistress. They're meeting up right now. So he's with the mistress when he said he was going to see the mother.
So Joe Ellen's for the people.
Then they come back to the polo event. He doesn't have his ring on. Joe Ellen's like, "Where's your ring?" They're like, "Oh, surgery. I take it off when I do surgery. I'm a foot doctor." Production flashes back to when they were at the event an hour earlier. He had it on. You didn't just go do a surgery. You just went to go see your sick mother. Then the mistress posts picture in real time. She's in his car. It's the interior of his car. Very distinctive. Joe Ellen's like, "What's this then?" He's like, "I'm not going to be on camera. I'm not going to be on camera." It's a whole thing. It was
Joe Ellen.
It was incredible. And I'm like, never take your foot off that man's neck, Joe Ellen. Never take your foot off that man's neck. She's like, he sleeps at home every night, Rula, because she has his location. And Joe Ellen instantly, he's at her house every morning with a coffee. He's at the gym every morning. Does Brian look like he goes to to the gym. She's quick with it. I never would have picked up on that ring.
So can I ask a question?
And I don't think production would have picked up on the ring either, but Joellen, quick with it.
Can I ask
Made
a question?
for this. Yeah.
Do you think that she's quick with it because she's trying to hurt Rula and like make reality TV, or do you think she loves Rula?
I think she's trying to help Rula.
Okay. Well, Rula, you better start paying attention because these women are out here supporting you, and you're out here not paying attention.
There's a lot of reasons why.
I saw her on Watch What Happens Live, and her husband was in the audience, and she was like defending him.
There's a lot of reasons
down.
why people think she's defending him down. People think it's A, the Taylor Armstrong situation we talked about last week. People think it might be B, that they have some funky dunky business intertwinings, and she can't leave him because of that, so she needs to stand for him. But we'll find out.
Well, reunion, here you come.
But with that,
and you didn't watch Survivor?
No, because Hayden wanted to watch Shameless, and we will watch it.
Shameless came out 100 years ago.
Girl, I know. It's
oh my fucking God.
Give him a break, because you talk about your anxiety. It's his anxiety too. Like, when you just need to watch a comfort show and you can't handle something new.
So
I think that's
watch an episode of Shameless and then switch over to Survivor.
We will watch it this week.
Remember when we were like, oh, we're all going to watch it together? I would never be able to do that with you because I can't.
Well, Caitlin and Tyler want to do like a finale party where we all watch the finale party together, and I think you should come to that.
No, I watch it while I work.
Okay, well,
sorry.
Anyway,
cut that out.
Bringing me into I'm ready to move on from Hayden not wanting to watch Survivor.
Yeah, by the way, so am I.
And I'm also ready to move on from people blaming Ronnie's actions on other people for Jersey Shore, but yeah.
I'm ready to move on from something we haven't talked about today, but I talked about last night. I'm ready to move on from Hermes.
Yeah.
Hermes is like this brand that's supposed to be like this big, luxurious brand. You have to wait all these years to get a bag, and you have to be someone super important. I have seen a dime a dozen influencers unboxing an Hermes bag, which, like, for them, I'm thrilled. Get your fucking bag. Go get that Hermes Mini Kelly. Like, I love that for you. I am just now at the point where I'm like, it doesn't seem like Hermes is like highly exclusive anymore because everyone has one.
Coming the big Louis Vuitton brown bag with the XLs.
Yeah. And I just, and so I guess my next question is like, what is the new Hermes? Like, to the people that have money and are rich, like, what is the new Hermes?
Let me ask you, Ready Girls, what do you think the new Hermes is?
And let me be clear, like, I'm thrilled for the influencers that are getting Birkin. I am jealous as fuck.
Like, if I got one, I would love it. But
let me tell you, if someone invited me into a back room and said, you're getting a Mini Kelly, like, you bet your ass I'd get one.
When I was younger, I used to
But it used to be like
that Louis
Kim
Vuitton
was the only
bag
one.
so badly. Like, I thought it was so cool. And now that I'm older, I'm like, no, everyone has that. Yeah. And it'll be the same thing with Hermes.
Totally. What are you obsessed about?
I'm obsessed with Alicia from the Real Housewives of Rhode Island commenting on
Pizza chips.
our Ready or Not Dump the Pod TikTok clip about her that we loved her with hearts and then liking the video as well.
So now we're going to Pizza Mama.
So now we're close personal friends with Alicia and we are going to Pizza Mama. And I'm obsessed with that.
I'm obsessed with Burgess Pest Control, specifically Dominic. For Burgess Pest
She wrote in the notes specifically Dominic.
Specifically Dominic, who came to my home, a woman possessed with mice and fear of rodents. And he just made me feel so at ease. And I literally said to him, I said, how do I get you a raise? Because you need one. And I would just like to say, like, right now, Burgess Pest Control is advertised on Felger and Maz, which is a sports radio show here in Massachusetts, and I just want to say I will now be advertising for Burgess Pest Control. So thank you very much to Dominic and all that he did for my family.
All that he did for your family. If you have a pest, call Burgess Pest Control.
You know who should call Burgess Pest Control?
Dominic.
You know who should call Burgess Pest Control? Joellen and Rula. Get rid of that man.
Rula needs to call Burgess Pest Control.
Let me get you Dominic's number.
Brian out of here.
Let me get you Dominic's number. We'll take care of that Brian problem you have in your basement, okay?
They have an infestation of cheating.
Let me get you his number. You'll take care of that Brian you got in your basement there, okay?
Get little Brian in the basement there. You know what else? I got my wedding video back. It's really funny. Everyone that I sent it to that is not from here, like work friends, wherever, friends that live in different places, they're like the accents, and I'm like, I didn't even notice. I've been living back.
I didn't either.
I've been living back at home for too long.
So long. But I think that's it. Our camera's blinking. We're about to die. We gotta go.
We're rushing. We gotta
get to the fish fry.
Go to the fish fry. Get a hot dog.
Get a hot dog and race a duck.
Get the fish fry. All right.
My foot is literally asleep.
Bye.
Bye.